Happy Monday to you too, Kathleen Falls. It's good to see you. Ravik, hello to you as well. Welcome. Welcome one. Welcome all. Happy Monday. Happy, I don't know, 6th week of quarantine. Happy 6th quarn week. We're here. We're still alive. Hopefully. I don't know if some of you have dropped off. We've gotten like so many thousands, an influx of new viewers that it's tough to tell, how many are dropping off. Some of you might be in the ICU right now, and you have the TV blaring at you. You can't even change the channel. They've just got YouTube on. But you know what? You're welcome. I'm getting the sign from my director that that's too dark, so we're not going to go there. I hope you've not lost all this. Happy Monday to you too, Andrew Weller. Happy New Week, says my mom, and Happy New Week back to you, says son to mother. Does that work? I don't know. Happy New Week. All right, guys. I'm so excited to be with you. I'm so excited you are here. We've got an overcast day here in New York City, but things are looking up. We're only quarantined until May 15th-ish, and then we might get out. Who knows? I'm so excited. Stevie McDonough, the legend. Are you the legend or am I? I'm betting you are, but it's good to have you on board. Okay. This is pretty exciting. We've got some new things to talk about. I've got a brand new view that I'm excited to show you all. You know what? Here, I'm just for the like 2,000 of you that are here early. Isn't that great? And back. So that's what you have to look forward to coming up soon here, right after this. Every time. That's seriously how I start every morning. That should be my new wake-up call. God, Bill Woods, good to see you. Linguaphile88, good to see you as well. Welcome, everyone. Let's get some cocktails going here because I am quite thirsty. It's been about 20 minutes since I had the last sip of my last cocktail, so I'm a little dry. Here we go. Earlier, I was drinking a Manhattan, so that's what I'm going to continue with because it seems like a Manhattan kind of day. I don't know what a Manhattan kind of day feels like other than it's what today is. Monday, it's a good day to start off with a Manhattan, don't you think? I don't know. It is to me. That is right. All right. Okay, love. Stevie McDonough, did you pull that from the comments from all the other Epicurious videos? That's good. Stevie McDonough said, I'm the type of person who looks like I read all the terms and conditions. And to be honest, I do. But that was, I'm not going to pay that joke because that's been said before. But come on, work up new ones. You got good ones. I got a bad haircut. You could rank on that. Come on. There's plenty of stuff. Did anybody notice that I actually oiled my board? So now it's a little bit darker. It's not just the video or the lighting. The board itself is dark. Finally, I oiled it up. It's good to go. Mother, you're asking, what is that song? It's, what is that song? I don't even know. I found it on, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I'm making 2 of these. I found it on Envato Elements. It's like this stock image sound place where you can pick up, like for one annual fee, you can get like a bunch of music, videos, stock photography, that kind of stuff. And don't get too excited because the entire track of that song, I think, is what you heard. So it's like whatever, 10 to 15 seconds long. So it is not long. If you, I might be able to send it to you. I don't know if that's allowed with the licensing, but maybe I'll sing it to you. How about that? It'll be derivative, so it'll pass muster with like the copyright attorneys out there. But I actually, in case anybody's curious, I oiled up both of our boards. Both Lauren and I each have a board. Hers is the lighter one back here, And I like them both. The difference though, that one's a little bit lighter, obviously, so it makes a little bit of a noise on our stovetop with you guys, so that's why I don't use it ever. But otherwise, you know, they're equal. They're both lovely. The hair looks better day by day. No name, I agree with you. It totally does, doesn't it? I've shaved it now twice. Not completely shaved it, but like buzzed it. I'm sorry. I got to learn the new terminology. With the new do comes new words. So I've trimmed it down a little tiny bit, only so the rest of the hair matches my little oopsie section. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know this. The story was when I was giving myself a haircut, everything was looking good, normal length hair, forgot what number I was on, buzzed in, I was coming in hot, and I regret it. It was on 0. The number was 0. And I buzzed everything off right here. And it did not go well. So I had to cut everything else shorter, but I didn't want to go this short everywhere. I went this short everywhere. So now every day I cut like just a tiny bit, every other day, just a little tiny bit until they're going to be equal, and then I'm going to let it all go. And then in a couple of months, I'm just going to be one big fro-headed pink shirt guy. It's going to be really exciting. I'm excited. Thanks for being excited for me. All right, there we go. Smile or Die is here. Welcome. DTL, yes, Mother does kind of remind you of the band Chicago. Yeah, I can see that. It's a little, it reminds me of like Tower of Power. You know, that big, strong Oakland horn. Love it. Mrs. Pink Shirt also does occasionally cook. Yeah, she's quite competent in the kitchen. Just yesterday, she whipped out, actually one of my favorite things in the world is when I'm like sitting somewhere else and all of a sudden I hear like a little Tasmanian devil in the kitchen and she whips up like a really good salad or something. And it's like, it takes her like 5 minutes to whip up something so tasty. Which means I got to get like right back in there and like, you know, assert my place in the kitchen because her stuff is so good and it takes so little time that I'm like, how did you do that? Tell me your secrets, woman. Yeah, no name. Yeah, next month it will be. Hi, my name's Anthony. I'm a level 1 barber. That's not a bad idea to start off the next show. I'll keep that in mind, actually. You gotta like that. Cans under the picture. Asking about my cans this early? Boy. Oh, those are Bubbly. The brand name is Bubbly, B-U-B-L-Y. And they're like flavored seltzer water. But they're super good. And my wife has been on this, I don't know how Mrs. Pink Shirt Lady found them, but she... Oh, okay, so Bublé is a spokesman or like, he's a spokesman for Bubbly, Michael Bublé, the singer. And that's how she heard about this brand, and which is why we're now drinking it every day. So thank you, Michael Bublé. It's actually really good though. So here's the deal. Every day I've been making like kind of new cocktails and mocktails with that stuff. Like it's super good. So like I don't care about drinking during the day, but sometimes it gets a little tough to like complete a bunch of work that I have planned. So we've been starting to drink mocktails. We've started to drink mocktails during the day. And so I'm using like blackberry preserve that I made the other day with a little bit of mint simple syrup and even a little bit of tequila, you know, when I'm done with work. And then the bubbly stuff, like, cause they have blackberry simple syrup or blackberry soda. And it's so good. Like the flavors are just awesome. It's really good. Yeah, Linguophile, show us your cans. Yeah, that's the cans right back there. So here's the deal. This is raspberry, blueberry, and they have like lemon, grapefruit. They're all actually pretty good. So I like the flavor a little bit better when it's mixed with like either a little bit of simple syrup, maybe some tequila, something like that. They make great mixers because they're a little bit different. They're just kind of fun. And with all this staying at home, it's not like we can get out to a bar really easily and try out new and different cocktails, which is one of the reasons why Mrs. Pink Shirt Lady and I used to go to bars. It was to try new drinks. Because we obviously like cocktails and stuff, but you know, we can make them in Manhattan pretty well. But yeah, going places, that was our way to try new stuff. But we can't do that, so here we go. Michael Bublé is making us try new stuff. I'm gonna get a cherry. Hold. Don't go away. I'm not too far. See? I'm not too far away. Okay. Let's get a cherry going here. What are we cooking today? Oh, okay, so here's the deal. Well, let me get Lauren, my darling, dearest, your cocktail is ready. So we're doing pasta today. We're doing I picked up a new cookbook, and I should have looked this guy's name up. If somebody finds it, please post it in the comments. He's a chef on and a judge on Top Chef. Oh no, on Chopped, and he's also the chef behind Vandal in New York City, and also cheers, Laura.
Thank you.
And also Beauty in Essex, which is a super fun restaurant in New York. And he has a cookbook called Share. I'm telling you all this information so that somebody can post his name, so I'm not like it's like Shane something, I don't know. Okay, Share is the name of the cookbook. Is it Mike? I don't know names. But it's super fun. So this dish that we're cooking in a minute, it was inspired by him and his recipe of one of his favorite pasta recipes, but we're changing it a little bit based on quarantine conditions and the ingredients that we could find. I got a question here. No Name is asking, what are the do's and don'ts for visiting or moving to New York City except not leaving the house at the moment? So No Name, the big do is, or the big don't is don't be surprised how expensive rent is. And do be expecting your rent to be ginormous compared to what it was outside of New York. But then also know that there's so much to enjoy here. There's like tons of stuff. It's so great. Like you can walk right outside your door and there's everything in Central Park's, half a mile away. I can just walk to it. It's incredible. Okay. And Vivian, welcome. Vivian Chazen. You're here because of Mrs. Pink Shirt. Welcome. And subsequently became a fan too. Awesome. So good to have you here. Cheers to you, Vivian. I'm so glad you're joining us here for Manhattan. Okay. So we're doing pasta today. It will have meat in it. I don't know how many of you people are doing the meatless Monday things, but my advice to you, if you are, is just cook it tomorrow. What else do I want to say? Yeah, let's get cooking. Let's just get right into it. This is going to be, here's the deal too. This recipe is also a little bit weird because we're cooking the pasta first, and then we're going to drain it and cook it again, like brown it, which is super weird to me. I've never done that except in like a mac and cheese, where you might broil it for a few minutes or roast it at high temp just to kind of brown the top. But this recipe, he actually rinses the pasta too, which goes against every fiber of my being, or maybe just half the fibers of my being because I'm only half Italian. But it seems weird, but we might do it because then it might make it a little bit easier to cook. But yeah, Chris Santos. Oh, thank you both, Sharon and Bill, for finding his name. What did I guess? Mike or Shane or something? Way off. Chris Santos. That's what I said. That's what I meant. Chris Santos. Yeah. So this is he has a recipe for rigatoni, merguez sausage with harissa, and then some ricotta salata and some breadcrumbs. We're changing it, and I've got so it's going to be rigatoni. That's the same. We're going to be doing sausage instead of lamb merguez, and what else? Oh, we're using feta instead of ricotta salata because that's what we have, and also I couldn't find ricotta salata at the drop of a hat. So, and the cookbook, I love the cookbook. Go check it out. It's great. It's kind of fun. It's called Share. It's made for like sharing with other people, which is what I'm doing with you. All right, so let's get our meats going. Before Noelle gets here and says like, that's not meat if it's not all chopped and everything. So. Yeah. I'm only doing 2 servings. That's the other deal too, is I've had so many days last week. Oh man, I feel like quarantine actually wouldn't be so bad in terms of weight gain and lack of exercise if it weren't for the fact that I'm cooking for like 4 servings. I'm cooking for leftovers intentionally, which is what I might normally do. But man, when I'm cooking for you guys, 5 days a week, which is fun, don't get me wrong, I gotta make sure not to make so many servings that I'm backlogging all these leftovers that I got to figure out what to do with. So that's why we're going to be doing just 2 servings tonight. So, because I don't want to have to get bigger pink shirts, is basically what I'm saying. How are you guys? Everything good? That's it. See, that's 2 servings right there. That doesn't look like much, but that's... Oh, you know what? Oh, let's go to the second view. Watch this. Ready? Right? Pretty cool. Okay. This is what I worked on all weekend. This is what I figured out. All right, so about 100 grams. Let's do about 112 grams. That's a few more noodles. Why not? Perfect. That's 2 servings. Yeah, this new dual view thing here. I got the top down right to my right. Okay. It's more Anthony. I know, Andrew, look at the board, right? I was so happy. I oiled it. And I still have to put on the mystery cream. I just put on the oil for boost board, and then I still have to let the mystery cream soak in. But that'll be, I wanted to make sure it was ready for you guys. I didn't want to have to wait for the mystery cream to soak in. So, okay, what am I doing? What else do I need? I need some sausage. Okay. Oh, for this, by the way, we're gonna cook all the sausage. We're not gonna use all the sausage. I just feel like warning you now, in case you're wondering like, why is he only using half of the sausage? That's why. And it's still in the wrapping, which I know is super sexy. Like, this is how you know it's a real, true professional cooking show. When the host of the cooking show is just pulling off the stuff, pulling off the wrapping right then and there. But at least we're gonna put it on like a, you know, a sexier plate. That counts, right? Andrew, I'm so glad that you specified the board, because I might have actually assumed it was me. So pretty. Well, thanks, Andrew. Appreciate it. Poof, poof, poof. Now, of course, if you have the ability to make your own sausage, please do so. This is something that I used to do with my family, my dad, and probably still will after quarantine. But it was kind of like a sometimes Christmas, sometimes whenever deal. But he would get the sausage casings, pick up the pork butt, and then all of a sudden I'd see like 20 pounds of pork sauce or of ground up pork butt on the counters. He'd be sprinkling. And then we'd have to sit there and crank it out by hand. And it's the best sausage I've ever tasted. Still is. This is not the same, but it's close. It'll work. What am I missing here? Vivian, are we going to do this episode again? Oh, the 2 of us together. Oh, like the 5 and 5? Is that what you're talking about? Maybe. I don't know. Let me know if that's what you're talking about. I'll talk to Lauren about it. I know, Lingophile, it's pretty professional, right? The split screen. Now all I need is like overlays with the ingredients and stuff. But that's, give me another couple of weeks. I got to work on that. You know, this is baby steps here. All right, we need some butter. Obviously. Smile or we'll die. That's such a great name. Smile or we'll all. Is it we'll all die? No, it's just we'll die. Okay, good. All right. 2 people need about 50 grams. Oops. Boom. Oh, 49.5. So, oh, you can't quite see that number. Oh, but it's so, we'll just say it's 50. Oh, 50. Crushed it. Anthony, nice job. All right. I forget like the stuff that I can get away with that you can't quite see here. Like, like I could be just dropping raw sausage down to Bailey and I'd be like, no, just make a little bit of a mess. It's fine. All right. What else we need here? Got my little notes. I need some tomato paste. Oh, that's the one thing I forgot on the, bear with me. 1 second. 1,000 and a half. Okay. I got the tomato paste. And what else? Now I'm working up a sweat. Parsley, mint. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. This is good. This is real good. Oh, Lingophile. Yeah, I know. The ready-made meals at the end, like, okay, now we're just going to put this in the oven. Oh, we've got a finished one right here. because all my kitchen elves did it beforehand. If anybody knows of how to get in contact with those kitchen elves, I would appreciate a contact info. And we're just going to let the fact that I said a contact info slide. Because it's my show. And I can say whatever I want. Yeah, Weller. Exactly. Off the old 6-foot pantry on wheels. I should just wheel it. I don't know why I don't just wheel it a little bit closer. I could have, in the time that it took to tell you, I could have just boop, wheeled it back. It looks, well, it looks a lot like that one, except it's 6 feet tall and a lot wider. So we're going back to the split screen. There we go. Sure. All right. Let's get. I need some tomato paste here. Let's get. What am I saying? 25 grams. Oh, look at this. That's gonna be a terrible idea.
I think that's as far as it can go. Oh no, we can make it go.
Oh, we can make it go.
That's nice. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so here is. Let's go to the full view. There we go. Here is the 6-foot pan. Oh, here's the. It's like 6.5 feet tall pantry on wheels. Isn't it great? Whoop! Isn't it great? So this is everything I need right now. Ish. There you go. Now I've just locked myself in here. It's a complete fire hazard. I might die, but if I do, it'll be live on YouTube. So hold on. This is like one of those.
Was it worth it, guys?
Yeah, was it worth it? This is a big set change for us. This would normally be blackout, curtains pulled. You'd hear the orchestra with like the overture or whatever.
Don't worry, I used to be a stage manager.
What's that? Oh yeah, my wife actually used to be a stage manager, so perfect. Off to the old 6-foot pantry on wheels. Forgot.
That was for Andrew.
That was for you, Andrew. All right, perfect. Exactly 25 grams. That's like 2-3 tablespoons. That's what I wish I could just put this. Okay. Yeah, gnarly nerd, right? That's just the old 6-foot pantry on wheels coming in. Boop. For Andrew. All right. Parsley, mint. Why don't we just prep that now? Okay. I'll get my little Dexter bag of parsley here. Dude, this parsley has lasted for like 2 or 3 weeks. Despite the fact that I've got a couple of stems sticking out. This is incredible. I don't know how. I put a bag on it, put it in water. I mean, I've been putting it in water for a while, but normally it's dead. It's so nice. You know, it's really the little things that make a big difference in quarantine. And my excitement over the the lifespan of my parsley, that excites me. So we're just going to do a little bit here, about 5 grams, like, you know, a handful of unpacked leaves maybe. How about that? 2 stems worth. We're going to mince it up and it'll probably be 3 tablespoons if you're keeping track. Vivian, yeah, it is a Dexter bag, yeah. Andrew, that was just for you. We had Lauren and I talked about that that was on the set change list of like, well, Andrew's going to ask for, let's just do that for Andrew. I think that'll be good. This, and you know how like minimalist, so normally Mrs. Pinkshirt and I are pretty minimalist in terms of like stuff in our apartment, but this whole Corona thing has changed our situation. Like now that we're here and don't want to go outside, you know, to go buy stuff all the time, now we have this giant pantry. And also because of you. It's your fault, really. All of you. In a good way. Because now, you know, we're doing this. Do I refresh the water? Andrew, yes. I do like, whenever I remember it, like once every 3 days, 4 days. I don't know, that water has probably been in there like 4 days or so. And it's fine. I don't know. Everything seems to work. So, but the official answer is, yeah, of course I do. Every 3 days, 2 days. No, it's probably 4 or 5 days. Sort of the guardrails might be good to keep stuff from falling off. Oh yeah, the guardrails. Well, yeah, I could maybe flip it over. Right now we don't have anything. Bill Woods is saying if we do wheel it around, might be good to put guardrails on there. We will. We're gonna put individual seatbelts on for like the olive oil and stuff as well. You know, and like small toddler seats, just to make sure that people and things don't get hurt too much. But I think everything's pretty well locked down. We'll find out as we wheel it around. Lauren sometimes jumps on the back, and I push her for rides down and back in the apartment. She gets a thrill out of it. So I usually put the sourdough starter on there as well, just to shake it around. It's pretty exciting stuff. This is what we've come to in quarantine. And here's our mint, just in case you're wondering what I had going on here. I think that's it. This is it for the ingredients. Feta cheese. Gosh darn it. Hold on. Oh, wait. Do we have to go back to the double-sided thing? Yeah, let's go back to the split screen. Right? Now you can see the whole mess. It's so nice. All right, let's get 30 or so grams of this. No, 50. I'm going to go 50. I do grams only because I love how easy it is to, and most of you guys know this, but I do grams because I love how easy it is to just put it into a bowl, and then I don't have to worry about squishing this stuff down into like a tablespoon or something. But use whatever you got. You can kind of guess based on this. And when I put up recipes on my site, usually a week late, then you can kind of figure it out from there. And I'll try to give volumetric measurements. So that's like a half a cup, quarter cup? That's a quarter cup. I'll crumble it down. Oh, hold on. That's my cue to give my dog a treat. We're both like Pavlov. When I hear the little good girl bell that my wife sounds, then I give my dog a treat. So there we go. Crushed it. Gnarly nerd. You were imagining an enclosed pantry on wheels with cabinet doors. Oh, dude, that would be sick. And I could have like a remote control to wheel it around here. Yeah. That'll be quarantine round 2. That'll be like next year when it comes back. Oh no. No, just kidding. Oh my God. Oh. Okay. This is good. I think, can you see it? This is pretty, right? I got the little pink border up here and over here and all the way over there. Oh, Bill, how is the starter going? It's going quite well. I changed containers. I can't remember what I told you guys last week, but after the first couple of days, my sourdough starter stunk. Like it smelled more like, I don't know the words for it, but it smelled funkier. You know, like mold funky in that vein. But then after like day 5 or 6, now it smells like bread funk. You know, like the yeast that I want. So to answer, and I think you mentioned, oh, that's right, you mentioned this last week. The right microbes are outbreeding the wrong ones. So anyway, things are going well. Thanks for asking how my starter's going. Is this how parents feel when other people ask how their kids are? Hey, how are the kids? They're actually great. Thanks for asking. I mean, little Junior, I feed him every day. A little bit of flour, a little bit of water. He's growing up nice, real strong, real big. So, okay, let's get some salt in this water. I apologize if my voice sounds a little bit hoarse. Mrs. Pink Shirt Gal and I were singing. So we just saw Frozen 2, and we've been listening to the music a lot, and we were singing Lost in the Woods real loud earlier today, about an hour ago. So I don't quite have the pipes that Jonathan Groff does. I actually have more pipes than he does. So, but they're not the same. So it's why it might sound a little bit hoarse. Vivian, great idea. Yes, thank you for the compliment. It does look great. You could add some graphics and logos, maybe some elevator music and sell it to Food Network. Wonderful idea. you know, that maybe that'll be my next, that'll be this week's project, or maybe this weekend's project. I guarantee it's gonna be this weekend. But yeah, I like that idea. Just package it all up, say, here, what do you think? You do something with this. All right, let's get this mint off of the stem. Boy, oh boy, doing a real half-assed job here. I'm just enjoying talking with all of you so much. This is seriously, both sets of parents have like gently reminded both Pink Shirt Gal and me, like, hey, don't forget to like, get outside, or social interaction is important, because like we kind of get holed up here in our little apartment. But I say, I do talk to millions of YouTube people every day, almost every day. And I get my vitamin D with the spotlights on me, so we're good. Oh, I don't want that board to get too hot. We'll be okay, Anthony. We'll be all right for just another minute or two. Yes. So this is gonna be weird. I'm going to, let's taste this, but I'm gonna boil this, I'm gonna drain it, and then I'm not gonna put it immediately into another pan, cook it with a sauce, which again goes against 50% of the fibers of my being. That's pretty good. A little bit more. Oh, Vivian. So Vivian's asking, could we do a show where I'm cooking a meal from one of Ms. Lauren Lane's books while you grill me with trivia? Now, what kind of trivia? Like cooking trivia, Epicurious trivia, or LL trivia? Because either way, any one of them is great, but I'm just kind of curious. Because that might change things. Because then we'd have to do a special one-off or something, and I might have to rope in you-know-who to see if she'd be down for it. But if it's just like regular trivia, like, name this brand of cookware that Sur La Table sells, and that has a dash in it, a hyphen, I'd be like, oh, glad. That would be actually a terrible trivia if I told you the answer. And I don't think you meant trivia for me to ask, or for me to answer. That's not going well. But yeah, Vivian, the answer is yes. We could always do that. Linguophile, when does the new line of the Dawn cookware come out? Good question. I don't know. Working on it. Working on it. Pretty soon. I honestly, I don't know. I feel like I want to have something unique and different to offer. And right now, there's so many, like, all the pans, honestly, I think are about the same. Like, I've never used a pan and thought, oh, you know what I have? My Zwilling pans, the nonstick ones that I yak about every other day, those are great. But even the all-clad stuff that I use is kind of like, oh, this is really good. But if I had to use another pan, actually, that's not really fair, because I mostly just use all-clad. So this is really sounding like a total jerk. So I'm going to shut up. Noelle, I'm sorry, you were incorrect. The hair always looks good. Heck yes, look at that. It's coming in strong. All right, so al dente on these guys, I think is like 10 minutes. I'm gonna set an 8-minute timer, and because I want to pull it out before it's done, so it's still got a bite to it. Good, okay. I might even start cooking the sausage separately. How about that? Just so we don't run out of time. Yeah, Linguophile, the market is saturated. Like, I could probably stamp my name on another cast iron pan, but is it gonna be different from emeralds and Staubs and all that stuff? I don't, a cast iron pan's a cast iron pan. There's like an American brand that's, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be that different. And instead of like playing that game, I'd rather entertain you. That's my goal. I mean, the merch, that'd be fun. Maybe we could start selling pink shirts. That's about it. What else am I missing here? Oh, Ella Trivia, of course, yes. Oh, Vivian, yeah, of course I'm supportive. Then you can grill her about the cocktails, though I bet she would hate that. You never know, she might be down. Yeah, it's fun. I love supporting people who are pursuing their dreams. I'm lucky enough to have a wife who's doing that, but anybody who's just like doing their thing and is just passionate about it, even if I don't love, even if it's not like my thing, or if it's not the way I would do something, I can't not support that. You know? I don't know. I'll get off the soapbox there. But I love when people do the thing that they love, and it's just great. That's just great. Noel, what's on the menu? It's a pasta dish. So we're doing. It's kind of a riff off of Chris Santos's favorite pasta from his Share cookbook, and it's basically rigatoni with some sausage and feta and mint parsley and brown butter. Let's do that. Let's brown the butter. There we go. Thanks for reminding me what I have to do. And it's a good excuse to show you my favorite. This is like one of the two of my favorite pans. There's just the same thing, but a little bit bigger. It's the Zwilling pan. So Lingophile, that's not why I'm making new pans. But yeah, you're right. It could be the privilege of having my name on it. It would be cool. But I don't, man, there's enough out there. They're doing it. They're great. I want to make sure if my name's on it, it's like, hey, this is great. This is really good. Yeah, Mom, pink pants. That's what I want. That's really all I need for it to be really great. To be clear, that's my only requirement. Be great. Just pink pants. I love it. That'd be so fun. Noel, mint and parsley. Is mint parsley a thing? No, I don't think so. So, I mean, this dish is vaguely like Mediterranean, Middle Eastern inspired. Like the original dish was merguez sausage, and that's harissa, kind of Middle Eastern, what do they call it? Levant, that area, like Jordan, Israel, and around there. So it was lamb, harissa, and then mint, I think, is fairly common. I don't quote me on this, but I think mint and parsley are fairly common around there. At least mint is. So I'm using both of those, even though I'm not doing a harissa-based sauce. Okay. So I don't know if it's a thing, but at least it sounds like somebody who's in jail up at thing and has a list when they say it. Francesca, pink pants. Yeah, you know what, pink pants? That'd be fun too. No, I do not. Yeah, pink pants. Although pink pants, I used to have a pair of like quite red, almost pink. They were salmon colored pants. I have salmon shorts. That's the closest I got. And I don't know, I'd have to like take this off Whee! To show you if I was wearing the pink shorts. But I'm not. So. Oh, and we gotta do sausage. I think I wanted to do the butter later, but I got so excited when Noel was asking, like, okay, what are we doing? Do I dirty up another pan? Yeah. No, I won't. I won't do it. That's all right. This will be done in a second. Yeah, okay, South Africa, mint for sure is. You were there, okay, you were there a month ago. Oh no, a month and a half ago, to be clear, and it's in every other dish. Good to know. So I don't know, just if you've never made brown butter, you should. I think everybody should make brown butter and should use it judiciously because it is liberally, not judiciously. You know what, I like getting adverbs in there and sometimes they're wrong, but brown butter it adds such like a nuttiness and such a wonderful flavor while also adding some fat to the dish. I love it. All you have to do is put butter in a pan over medium heat and wait about 4 minutes. This is all we're doing. Not hard. I'll put it in this when we're done. Mother is asking me, have I ever made / used geek? I have. I like it. Most of the time, I don't make it. I've made it like twice in my entire life, and only because I wanted just to try making it, and then I freeze some of it. It's nice. I don't find any benefits of using ghee over oil for the most part. Like for the dishes that I make, it's one extra step that I don't need. So It's nice. It's basically clarified butter. Yeah, melted, clarified. It's like the middle section of when you melt butter and don't toast it, and you separate out the milk solids, in case you don't know what ghee is. So it's basically, yeah, it's really clear, and it's used, you can fry stuff in it. It's great for that. I don't know. So yeah, I have made it, just to answer your question. But I don't make it often because I don't need to. I like how I go off on a long tangent whenever my mom asks me a question. Have you ever done this? Well, yeah, once. And let me tell you a 5-minute story about it. I get that from her. But the good news is everybody wants to hear the long story. Right? The answer is yes. So yeah, you can make this ahead of time if you want, or you can do it à la minute. I don't even know what language that was, but it sounded good. So here's the deal. It'll start making big bubbles and then small bubbles. Big bubbles means water's evaporating, that's great. Small bubbles mean a little bit less water's evaporating and it's starting to kind of toast up the milk solids, which is what you want. You'll start to notice it smelling like nuts. It'll smell toasty. You're not having a stroke. Maybe you are. If you are, seek help. But if you're not, is this whole thing turning dark? I heard a big yes from Outback. Okay. I rhetorically asked, and I got an answer. This is great. Okay, so I'm turning that low while I just taste test and make sure that this is okay. I want these al dente because I'm gonna cook them just a little tiny bit more. I feel like I can already feel they need another minute. They're still pretty stiff. Oh yeah, Noel. So I saw the trick about adding powdered milk. I read about that in Modernist Cuisine. The Modernist Cuisine at Home cookbook, fantastic read, and it's not the $600 cookbook version of the Modernist Cuisine. It's the Modernist Cuisine at Home, and I don't know, the digital version was, I got it as a Christmas gift, so I don't know how much it is. But if you don't want to go through all the extra effort of adding powdered milk, you can just toast it up like this. Again, medium heat, it'll get kind of a light auburn canary color. Lovely, pretty. Start to smell nutty, and then you just want to stop it when it gets, before it burns, because that's when it goes too far, and that's, you know, you've lost it. And there's no turning back. If you are worried, if you've never done this before and you're worried about burning it, just go low and slow. Take your time, do it once or twice first without, you know, under the pressure of cooking in front of a live studio audience. And then make it in front of people. But just slowly crank up the heat until you're comfortable with it. Again, I usually use medium for about 4 or 5 minutes. I turn it down because I was paying attention to you and everything else. But you can always have a little bit of oil, olive oil, or like a little bit extra butter on hand to cold butter to like arrest the cooking. But be careful. If you're adding the butter, it might splatter just a tiny bit, so just stir and be careful. That's my advice. That's my sage wisdom for you about cooking brown butter. Okay, these guys are pretty good. All right. Now this is the weird part. He says not to reserve the sauce or reserve the water. I'm gonna keep a little bit. Just between you and me, I feel weird not saving some of this, you know, because... Okay, whatever, I'll keep like a cup of it. That should be enough. And then let's get cooking. We're gonna brown the sausage real fast, and then we're gonna finish this dish. When we come back, still waiting on that big commercial deal. That would be so nice. Just at least to get 30 seconds to like, oh, let me clean up real fast and then like put my bitters away. Okay. So now let's brown the sausage. Butter is pretty much done. I might finish it off in just a minute. I'll let it cool for a second. So even though I'm only making 2 servings, I'm gonna cook all the sausage because I just wanna get it cooked and out of my fridge, and then I'll figure out what to do with it. I'm only gonna use half of this stuff. Whoa, Andrew, what was like a stab to the gut? What did I say? Oh no. Francesca, the question, so how low is the flame under the butter? So normally, in a perfect world, I would cook to make brown butter. I usually just do a medium flame. Medium heat, medium flame. On an electric burner, that might be closer like medium low, like a little bit less, because those get hotter. But yeah, 5 minutes over medium gas for me is done for brown butter. And here's the deal, you can cook it kind of whatever temperature you want, a little bit. Like if you're nervous or unsure about what you're doing, just go lower. Just cook it like medium low. And if it's like not turning brown at all or not smelling nutty at all, then just ramp up the temperature. Like wait 2 or 3 minutes. And if it's not bubbling or not smelling nutty, ramp it up. Yeah, but I'd keep it, medium is a good place to start and end. Andrew, I know, the pasta water down the drain. Dude, so here's the deal. Chris Santos' recipe says to rinse the pasta. And that's where I'm drawing the line. I don't know if I can do that. That feels wrong on like a biblical level. I don't know. So I'm not doing that. Who knows? That could be the undoing of this entire dish. But that's what he says. And he has a few more restaurants than I do. So. Bear with me just 1 minute. Perfect. Lingual file. I know. What kind of crackpot does rinse? I don't know who rinses it. Yeah, my dad just texted me and said mortal sin. I agree. I'm not, draining it, number one, was bad enough. But then rinsing it? My God, man. Yeah. Who are you, Chris Santos? Who hurt you? Why would you do that? Okay, brown butter. Let's finish that. You just witnessed what most of my life is like, where I'll have 4 different things going on and not finishing any single one of them. So I try to take a moment just to finish one thing. So let's get this butter done. I'm gonna cap that just for a moment, just in case it's getting in between you from hearing my sweet, sweet baritone. Francesca, Kristen, I know, right? It is crazy talk. No, what are you rinsing for? I'll have to have a talk with Mr. Chris Santos. Maybe next time I'm at one of his several restaurants. I will ask to see the manager/owner, and I'll say, "Excuse me, sir. Love the place. Love all the food. This was exceptional. I purchased your cookbook. Now, question for you: why do you rinse your pasta?" Francesca, you said you feel like yours always gets too dark. Are you talking about your brown butter / black butter? If you're worried about that, just pull it off the heat beforehand. I mean, like, I know it's easy to say, and it sounds kind of dickish, but without knowing more information, I'd love to help, but I can't. Noelle, no, this is not lamb sausage. This is pork sausage. The original recipe was it was merguez, so lamb sausage seasoned with harissa, like basically kind of a spicy pepper paste. Ravik, you hear some people wash chicken before cooking it. Well, okay, so sometimes I'll rinse it off because sometimes like there's bacteria on the outside and like if it's not, if it's been like 3 days in the fridge, sometimes it smells a little bit, like not funky, not terrible, but it doesn't smell like, oh, this is fresh. You know what I mean? I won't wash with soap and a sponge. I'll just rinse it off with water and then it's gone. But yeah, it is crazy talk. God, rinsing the pasta. What's wrong? Who hurt you? I will taste this just to make sure. This is perfect. It's al dente. It's still got a bite to it. It's sticking to my molars. That's what we want. We're going to finish cooking it a little bit in the pan. But great. Okay, this brown butter I've let coast into doneness. Basically, when I've done this, I make this probably a couple times a week. Like Lauren and I eat popcorn a lot, and I make brown butter for it every time. Not always brown butter. Sometimes not brown butter. But anyway, so after you make it a handful of times, you kind of know like, oh, if I turn off the heat now with this pan and this one's butter, it'll kind of coast into doneness. Good. That's what I just did. I don't know why I told you that. I just wanted you to not worry that this might be burning. Okay, so a lot of people kind of wash their chicken. Yeah, if it's fresh chicken, you don't need to wash it. But I usually rinse it out, like even if it's been a few days from when it was butchered to when it gets to me. Sometimes I think it needs it. It doesn't smell bad, you know what I mean? It just, I worry that I'm now turning into one of those people who says, you know what I mean? Anthony, you're better than that. All right. And again, if you're doing this at home, you don't need to cover the sausage. I just do that so that the sound doesn't get in between you and me. But it's better now. We're just going for a brown. And it kind of cooking it through. I'd like it to be cooked through. It's good. We're almost done. So that's the weird thing about this, is according to the recipe, it all kind of comes together right at the end. So in case anybody's looking at their watch, is like, dude, I got a hard out at 6 p.m. Eastern. You're good. Bear with me. Smile or will die keeps your chicken in a piece of cloth. Interesting. And Kathleen, yeah, it feels slimy if you don't. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes I'll just like dry it off with paper towels. Either way, I always rub it down with paper towels because when I roast chicken, I always want it to be as dry as possible. I just want that skin. I want there to be no moisture in the oven, or as little moisture as possible in the oven, so that I can dry that skin out so it's nice and crispy when I cut into it. I get excited about my chicken. Okay, almost done. I might even use some extra wine that I have to deglaze. We're going off book just to do that. Oh, some garlic would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, there we go. Almost got it. Whew. Had to dig deep for that one. We're going to try something new. We're going to put garlic in, but we're going to microplane it with the pasta. What are you looking at? You always look like you want a handout or something. I'm talking to my dog. Lauren's not down there like creepy crawling around the ground. That'd be weird, but she doesn't do that. Okay, that's pretty good. So let's do this. Let's put this in a bowl and trade spots with the pasta, and then we'll finish this whole dish off. Let me make sure it's done first. Hold on. Bear with me. Un moment. It's done. Very good. Oh my God. I miss sausage. Pops, if you're listening, we have to make sausage next time. Or in the meantime, can you make some sausage and send it out here? That'd be nice. Okay. A little wine to the glaze. Clean the pan. If for no other reason, if you don't love wine, that's fine. Actually, this is a great use for it then. But if you don't need it for flavor, it's always just good to add it, even if you use water. At this point, after we've like sauteed some meat or browned some meat, just adding a little bit of wine or water or something like pulls up all that brown fond. That's the name for the stuff that's stuck on the pan. It makes cleaning up so much easier. Oh, and Ravik, okay, that's great. You've never seen it happen because you buy it the same day you cook it, the chicken. That's awesome. Yeah. Noelle, no, I've not burned my mouth today. Yet. But man, every other day I swear I burn my mouth. I have not tasted food since before COVID came. Is that bad? Okay, you can see, yeah, you can see a little bit here. We're just gonna cook. See, look at this. All the stuff that was stuck to the bottom just comes right out. And it's not even a non-stick pan, so you can do this on any pan. Let's add the pasta. Well, I'm gonna wait till that to dry out. Yes. Oh, do you guys not microplane a lot? It's fun. But yeah, we're gonna microplane some garlic. It'll be sweet. Yes, Noelle, there is still time to burn my mouth. We have a few minutes. I don't know. We have as much time as we want. You guys can tune in or tune out at your leisure. I forget that. I always try to aim for like an hour 15 tops. I shouldn't say that because then it's gonna go like an hour 16 and somebody's gonna be like, dude, you're running behind schedule, Anthony. Good. Okay, that is on high. I'll let that boil off. Let's cook that. Boop. I might use this to serve it in, who knows? There's just some pasta in there, so why not? And this smells so good. We've got the brown butter. It smells like nuttiness. We've got some sausage going here. Boom. That smells amazing. I'm gonna let this brown. The recipe calls for just browning the sides of the pasta for just a couple of minutes. So that's what we're doing. Doesn't say to add any more liquid, although I've got it just in case. Oh, this is like bone broth. This is pot. Oh my God. Some of that needs to go in for sure. Why is it so good? Oh. Yeah, Francesca, I know Bailey is like, I'll taste that for you. Hey, come on, just one little piece of sausage. Just one little. Just toss it down here. Oh yeah, smile. That's my pink border, all right? Boo. Well, I don't. Yeah, there you go. Right down there, over here, over there. Yeah, not bad, right? Andrew, dude, I know. This is a first for me. I've never done this before. Like I said, I drew the line at rinsing the pasta. Come on. And so the cookbook, the flavors in it sound great. This is the first dish I've officially cooked from it. So this is gonna decide how far we go. But the picture looked great. That's all I can say. Well, and technically he did add, the merguez sausage had like a red harissa-ness to it, so this won't have that. Oh, you know what? We can kind of add a little bit of this. Okay, now we're going way off book. This is some of the oil that we made together, I don't know, maybe a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. And it's just olive oil with some paprika, some cayenne, some crushed red peppers, some oregano, rosemary, and then plenty of salt. So we'll get some of the color. Let's do that. That needed to happen. I'm missing another one here. What's coming on? Okay, this is good. Now we're making it our own. This is a Pink Shirt Clan recipe right here. Side by side, Francesca, it's not bad, right? Okay, good. At least I know my entire weekend wasn't wasted trying to come up with like something new. I was like, how can I make it just a little bit better? Every time I want to just, boop, make the show a little bit better. A little splatter on me here. So I'm glad I'm wearing this. Andrew, this is the DC Crew shirt, so thank you again. Okay, let's add the tomato paste. Because that's browning up okay. I kind of like it. My dad just texted me, why are we not using harissa? Yeah, well, it's not, so, no, Pops, it's not too hot for Lauren. She actually likes that stuff. But I only have like a little bit of like a chili paste thing left, so that's why we're not using, I don't have harissa. Yeah, to answer your question. I like how I get the text in, and then I have to explain to everybody else watching real quick. Okay, so this is good. Now it's sticking a little bit. Maybe that's why he wanted us to rinse it. I don't know. Chris Santos, if you're watching, is that why? All right, let's get some of this back in. Let's heat everything up. And again, I'm only using half the sausage because that was a full pound. I don't need all of that for this dish. Oh, it is 420. Happy 420, everyone. Yeah. If that's your thing. I feel like that needs more sausage. See, man. I don't know. Maybe I could just go with a whole pound of sausage. I'm feeling like, I'm sure Chris Santos knows what he's doing. He's a very talented man. Again, has several restaurants more than I do. All right, let's get that garlic in there. Microplane at the ready. I turned the heat way down. It was on high, and now I've got it down to like medium, low, because this garlic is gonna burn in an instant. Come on. Oh, well, it's all in there now. Okay. Good, just to stop any sort of garlic burning. Boop. Splash that. See, that's why you save pasta water. You can always deglaze a little bit with it and slow down any sort of cooking. Okay. I guess that's it. Now it's... Beep, 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 done. Okay, we'll turn that off. Do a quick mince on the parsley and mint. Oh, I was gonna save the mint separately to chiffonade it. Dang it. But now I cannot chiffonade. Beautiful. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna add, I want a little bit of sauce in here. I know it's not what Chris would have done, but I'm just gonna add a little tiny bit more and reduce that down. And then I'm gonna add my cheese. That needs to be broken up. If you've never worked with feta before, it's a fantastically like kind of slightly funky, but not in a blue way cheese. It's just got a nice kind of salty acidic bite. So good. It's always easier to use a fork, I think, to like break it up into crumbles. It's great. All right, that is good. I'm gonna stop it there. I've got just a little bit. Can you see? No, you can't. Not too well. I need like another. I need a triple shot with like another camera over here. But it's got just a little bit of liquid in there. I just want to get this warmed through. There we go. And the greens. Boop. Beautiful. Couple of stragglers. Gotcha. Okay. Stir, stir, stir. This better be good, Chris, if you're watching. Actually, it looks really good. Now it looks really good. It's all coming together. Okay, what am I missing? Brown butter. I like that the brown butter here is used more as like as a finishing butter. You know, we're not cooking with it, we're just kind of putting it on top, which I think is gonna be fun. Okay, oh man, that parsley and the mint. It smells like Tel Aviv, I think. Okay, let's serve this up. This is gonna be good. Lingophile, I have thought about taping my camera, my phone to the bottom of the hood, believe me. But the last thing I wanted, I was so afraid of like, in the middle of cooking, it just falling and that, while it would be fun, that's the one thing I wanted to avoid. So that's the only reason I haven't done it yet. But I've been trying to work out like, how can I secure it there? I'm working on it. Okay, so let's do this. That is still quite warm on the other side. Oh my God, that brown butter now is heated back up. Smells incredible. It smells like a really good pizza. I know that's not what it should smell like, but. All right, let's do this. Oh man, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, let's get a little more of the sauce here because we need all of it. I worked hard for all this stuff. How hot can you be? All right. Something with magnets. You know what, Andrew, that's a great idea. My brother texted me the same idea. He's like, could you rig something up with magnets? And I don't know, maybe if anybody's got plans, if anybody works at NASA and can work some out, that'd be great. But yeah, that would be awesome. Just like stick it up there. The other thing I was gonna try to do was just get rid of the hood altogether. That would be next step. Okay, here we go. Here's the finished dish. Not bad, right? Looks pretty good. Let's taste it. Oh, feta, I got that in there? Okay, good. It sounds like a Greek curse word. Oh, feta. All right. Definitely need this big piece of sausage and a rigatoni. Okay, so hold on. I aspirated some of it. It's that good. This is pretty good. It's now, I don't know whether it's down or up or both. I think some of it, I have problems eating apparently. It's really good. I would make this again in a heartbeat. It's not like super saucy, but I'm thankful that I added just a little bit of the pasta water. I don't know, man. I would make this again. Like I kind of miss rigatoni. I grew up eating a lot of rigatoni. My dad was like a big fan of DiCecco rigatoni, which, Pops, if you're watching or listening, here we go. Yeah, this is really good. Like the mint and parsley have a nice little pop to it. That oil I drizzled in, I think that's the only source of the spice that we've got going on besides the sausage. It comes through nicely. I'm kind of a fan. It's a little bit different. Like it's not, it's not like super ragu-y, like saucy. It's just real good pasta and it's a very flavorful sauce on it, like a light sauce. I love this. This is really good. So I'm a fan. Andrew, choking doesn't give us confidence. I know. It's great, believe me. No, I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to have one more bite. Do I have to? I'm not coughing this time. It's pretty good. Yeah, I think if you have a little bit of spice, that would go great with it. Like any sort of, as my dad just texted me, pepperoncino oil, great. You know, we should just he should be the third window here. Let's get him in. To just be like a little picture-in-picture, maybe up here or something. Just have my dad like, what are you doing? But yeah, I would do this again in a heartbeat. Am I missing anything? No. We got parsley mint. It's great. Yeah, enjoy. I hope you guys, somebody makes this. Let me know how it turns out for you. And again, the original recipe had merguez sausage, lamb sausage with harissa. I'm not joking, you are. Instead of the pork sausage, the hot Italian pork sausage I have. And what was the only other change? I think that was it. Sausage was different. Oh, and feta. Chrysantos used ricotta salata. I use feta. I really like the feta. It's got a nice bite to it. Ricotta salata, give it a shot if you can find it. Usually I can, but I couldn't this week. So, all right. Any questions I'm missing here? No? No good ones? No, I'm just kidding. These are all great. Yep, good. Magnets and phones. Okay, this is good. You guys, have a wonderful Monday afternoon. Tomorrow we'll be back. I think I've got a vegetarian dish tomorrow. I think I'm doing, Andrew's going to love this one. I'm doing like Brussels sprouts and other veggies with kind of like a citrus chili glaze on it without the chili because I don't have that. So it's going to be slightly different. But Andrew, Brussels sprouts, your favorite. Kathleen, yes, it looks good. It tastes good as well. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know how it turns out for you. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and hit the little bell like to remind you of the next upcoming videos because they're going to be great. Every day, every weekday here at 5 p.m., I'll be back bothering each and every one of you personally. If you have cocktail requests, let me know. As a bartender, I always like to make sure my guests have the drink that they want. I'll probably end up making the one I want anyway, but it's good to know what you want, and then I can just think about it. What else? Have a great Monday. Have a great start to the week, and we'll see you here tomorrow. All right, guys, take care. Very sincere and honest love to each and every one of you. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, we need the outro song. Oh, yeah. Oh, and should we switch back to the full scene? Yeah, there we go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just looking I'm buying time to hit the end stream button. All right, there we found it. All right, bye. See you. But, I have to